In the early 1800s, the Bell family of Adams, Tennessee, found themselves at the center of a chilling narrative that would echo throughout history. Nestled within their quiet farmlands, they became unwilling hosts to a series of events that would be remembered as one of America's most notorious hauntings, famously known as the Bell Witch. It is a story veiled in mystery and terror, with testimonies of supernatural occurrences that stumped the skeptics of the era and continue to mystify those who hear the tale today. The legend begins with John Bell, the patriarch of the Bell family. Life in the early 19th century was typically mundane, but events took a strange and sinister turn on one fateful day. While inspecting his cornfield, John Bell encountered a creature unlike any he had seen. It bore the body of a dog, yet it possessed the head of a rabbit. This bizarre sighting marked the commencement of an ordeal that would engulf the Bell family for years to come. Shortly after this encounter, peculiar and unnerving incidents began to unfold within the Bell household. Initially, these events seemed benign, but as time passed, they evolved into manifestations of sheer malevolence. The Bell family reported hearing inexplicable voices, a disembodied chorus that spoke in whispers yet sometimes shouted with alarming clarity. These voices swung between unintelligible murmurs and articulate phrases, often mimicking the living family members, which only augmented their growing dread. As if the spectral voices weren't enough, the Bell family's daily life was disrupted by inexplicable physical phenomena. Household objects moved of their own accord, defying the understood laws of reality. Each item seemed to play in an invisible orchestra conducted by the unseen entity that haunted them. The bellows of furniture scraping across the floor and the relentless knocking on the walls kept them in a state of perpetual unease. The once serene home had become a locus of disturbing occurrences. The focal point of the haunting seemed to be John Bell himself, who, along with his daughter Betsy, bore the brunt of the spirit's wrath. Betsy frequently experienced violent attacks of terrifying nature, slaps and pinches by invisible hands. Meanwhile, John was subject to episodes of physical torment, his well-being deteriorating under the constant harassment. Eventually, these torments began to take a toll on John's health, leading to ailments for which traditional medicine found no cure. Many in the community grew curious and at times skeptical of the claims made by the Bell family. Skeptics and believers alike visited the home, hoping to either debunk the tales or to gain their own proof of the supernatural. Among these guests was none other than General Andrew Jackson, who would later become the 7th President of the United States. According to the legend, even the future president fled the scene, convinced of the spirit's authenticity after experiencing its malicious power firsthand. As the years wore on, the spirit was said to reveal its name, a simple yet unsettling declaration of its identity as Kate Batts, an alleged witch of the area who bore a grudge against the Bell family. Yet, historians and folklorists argue over whether Kate Batts had any connection to the events or if her name was only given to make sense of the inexplicable. Throughout the years that followed, John Bell's condition worsened under the spirit's relentless torment, and in 1820 he succumbed to what many believe to be the spirit's final act of vengeance. Legend holds that John was found lifeless, and nearby, a peculiar vial of an unidentified liquid was discovered. Its origin unknown, yet many speculated that it was poison imbued by the spirit itself. After John's death, the entity seemed to quiet, no longer terrorizing the Bell family in its prior intensity. Yet, its legacy did not vanish. The story of the Bell Witch lived on, taking root in the annals of American folklore. Even today, the tale serves as a haunting reminder of the unknown and a prelude to countless other ghost stories born in its wake. And there, the narrative of the Bell Witch remains, an enigma that continues to inspire curiosity and fear. It is a tale that challenges belief and urges us to ponder the mysteries that lurk just beyond our comprehension. Could it have merely been the product of collective imagination, fueled by superstition? Or was it something far more insidious, lurking beneath the surface of the tangible, always threatening to return? Though we may never know the full truth of the Bell Witch, The enduring power of the story lies in its ability to fascinate and unsettle generations, a timeless testament to the allure of the supernatural.